It's called Skinny and Rich. Somebody made a comment to me about, I sure would like to be skinny and rich. And I thought about that for a second. And I said, you know what? I said, that sounds like a great title for a training. So I threw a couple of things together, and I just wanted to kind of preview with you guys, and I'll expand on this as we go along. I never thought about being skinny. But, until Slim Roast came into my life, now, and I'm going to go into this a little bit more, but, it's not a miracle product. It's a great product. It certainly gets instant results. And, but, it's a product that you have to have a commitment. You have to be committed to doing certain things. I could certainly have drank 2 cups of Slim Roast every day and eaten a pizza every night and probably wouldn't have lost a pound. So, there's a commitment part of the whole thing. The rich part of it is going to be easy. I know it doesn't sound like it's going to be easy right now, but it's going to be easy. June the 23rd, yesterday, right? I jumped on the scale, and to my amazement that I hadn't scaled in a day or two, that prior day, I had eaten more food than I had eaten in the last 30 days. So, I'm 30 days into this right now, and I hate to call it a diet because it's really not a diet. People say, well, what can I eat on my diet? I said, well, let's not call it a diet because diets don't work, but Slim Roast does. And, I'm living proof. I'm down 18 pounds, from 207 to 189. The first thing that you've got to do is you've got to really want to lose weight. And that's where I was. I was the fattest I'd ever been in my entire life. I was busting out of all of my pants, and it was either go and buy, and I hate to buy clothes. I'm the worst clothes buyer in the world. I usually send my wife, but now that I've gotten so fat, it's hard to do. So I was already in that mode. I really wanted to lose weight, and I was kind of watching what I was eating, and I was worked on a meal replacement that I absolutely love. And, but I really, it really wasn't, I knew it was going to take a long time, right, for that to happen. And then, this came into my life, right? Could I drink 2 cups of coffee every day? Absolutely. I drink 2 cups of coffee every day as it is. In fact, 254 million people in the US market alone drink 1 to 4 cups of coffee every day, right? So, I wasn't doing anything different. It was now I was just switching brands, right, to a brand. Now, something this easy to do is also very easy not to do, right? Because here's what happens, and I've seen it happen a lot, not with this particular product, but, somebody will start something and then they'll go out to dinner and they'll go, well, geez, if I'm going to go out to dinner tonight, I really want to eat, all that food. So I won't drink those 2 cups of coffee this morning. I'll just, build up my appetite and go, binge out. So, it's easy to do and it's easy not to do. So again, you've got to be committed. I ask people, when I send them a sample, and the samples that I've been sending are these, right? 30 scoops. Yes, it's a little bit expensive, but you know what? It puts enough product in front of them so that they can, take the product and start to see some results, some scalable results. Now, will it work with a couple of satchels of, single serving packages? Absolutely. They're definitely going to, enjoy the taste, and they're going to get some results out of the whole thing. But that's what I've been doing. And I ask them to keep a log, let me know what's going on. And, I talk to people all the time. And, the other thing that I talk to them about is, will you watch what you eat? And I don't mean watch it as it goes to your mouth, right? Oh yeah, I see that hamburger. Yeah, this Italian sausage, and no, you gotta start eating a little bit better. And that's one of the things that the Slim Roast Optimum does for me. I don't know if it does it for everybody, but it took away my cravings. It took away the cravings for sweets. It took away the cravings for carbs. And now, could I still eat those? Absolutely. I could still eat a cupcake. I could still eat all of those things. It's not going to take it and snatch it out of my mouth. But, you just have to have, this gives you a little bit more willpower, right? It all goes back to that Yale University article about, blame it on your brain. Your brain, the receptors in your brain light up when you start feeding it carbs, when you start feeding it sugar. And, brain says, oh, that's good. Give me more, right? So Slim Roast Optimum will help you, but it really is up to you. And, we've heard that over and over and over again. If it is to be, it's up to you, right? And so Optimum is going to help, but it's not going to be 100%, foolproof, right? You're going to have to do it yourself. Like I said, the getting rich part here is going to be easy because of the timing of everything. If you're just thinking about coming into the business, you've got to think about coming into the business with a business builder package. It's $499. It's right here at the bottom. And it's 16 boxes of product. You can get 8 of these now. There's 8, so you can get half of your order in Slim Roast Optimum, and then the other half in the other products that we have. But you see there the cost per box. You've got it down to $31.25. You're ranked up to a Ruby. But more importantly than anything is that you're accessing all the money in the compensation plan. You're accessing a legacy bonus. And I'm not going to go into a compensation plan training, but you're accessing a bonus that's only available, a couple of bonuses that are only available to those people that start with a business builder package. So the legacy bonus is one, and the dual team match and the global bonus pool is the other. And the global bonus pool is every time that you sign up 3 people, you personally enroll 3 people in a month. You're included into the bonus pool. The bonus pool shares, you get 1 share. Now, if you do that, if you sign up 6 people in a month, you get 2 shares. 8, so on and so on. 18 people, right? You get a share for every 3 people. So the shares have been averaging about $250. So it's a nice little bonus. And like I said, max out the compensation plan so you're not leaving any money on the table for anything else. But, prospecting, that really is the name of the game. I see a lot of people coming into the business, whether it's this business or all the other businesses that I've been in for the past 3 decades, and they come in and they keep it a secret. Why? I have no idea. Certainly if they would have went and spent, $100,000 opening up a pizza franchise or a restaurant or any other business, they would be, advertising, telling everybody that they know. So don't keep it a secret. And, I say start with, friends and family. Why? Because you've got a product that'll actually help people, right? I mean, my friends and family, a lot of them are overweight. A lot of them have diabetes. A lot of them have weight-related problems that Slim Roast Optimum could help them with. Again, it's that could, right? It could help them with if they're willing to do the other things that are necessary. So absolutely go to your friends and family first. Social media, yes. I mean, yes, I've got all the pages and the Twitter accounts and all of those things, and a Telegram account and this account and, and a Voxer account and all of those things. And, I've had to learn all of those things. Most people from the millennials on up, even younger, grow up with all of those things. So, and they'll be much more proficient at social media than I am. I'm a buffoon when it comes to social media. So I just try to put some things up there. Samples, like I said, samples work. We're going to get into a big sample program about the mid-July when we have the single serving packages of the Slim Roast, and more details of that forthcoming. I'm headed to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, a place that I've never been in my entire life, so I can scratch another place off. To visit with Dave Jordan and a few other people that are popping into the corporate headquarters next Friday and Saturday. So we're going to do a lot of strategizing, and all of that information I'll share with you guys next Sunday night. Something that and I'm not going to take the credit for this, because there was a guy by the name of Mark Hughes that actually coined this whole thing. He didn't call it attraction marketing. I don't even think that was a buzzword back then. Mark decided he had a weight loss product, and he decided that he'd have all of his distributors, and it was kind of a fluke, wear a button that says, lose weight now, ask me how. That exploded their business, absolutely exploded their business. And recently I was down consulting for a company called Breakthrough Chronic Care. And they took attraction marketing to the next level. Now I've shown all of this to Dave, and he loves it. I just don't know how quickly he's going to get to everything. So I just kind of took the bull by the horns, and I've got my guys in Dallas on it. And it's creating a line of apparel, right, that will have all kinds of messages on it, so that people will be asking, all you have to do is wear your apparel, ball cap, t-shirt, all kinds of different shirts, and they'll have, how many times have we worn, clothing apparel with brand names or other things, or Just Do It, or Nike, or on and on and on and on, right? And we're advertising, we're billboards for those particular products or services or companies. And now we're going to be billboards for our own products and services and our own company. So, we're not going to have anything Valentis on the t-shirt, not going to have anything Valentis on any of the apparel whatsoever, because we want to capture, right? We want that person to walk up and ask us, hey, how did you lose 18 pounds in 30 days? Oh, let me tell you how we do that. And then all of a sudden you pop open your phone and you ask them to enter their name, their phone number, and their email address. Guess what? We're going to put that in, right? We're going to put that in right into the prospecting system. And they're going to wind up getting an email right into their inbox. They just gave you permission to send them an email. And, this is something, people, that anybody can do. And the more they do it, the more fun it'll be. And it'll just continue and continue and continue. I saw all the stats. This company put a lot of effort into doing a lot of homework on this whole attraction marketing, and they went out and test marketed at all kinds of places. And it was, people were overwhelmed by people coming up to him and asking questions. And that's what we want. We are looking for people that are looking for us. But if they don't know that I'm the guy they need to talk to, or the gal that they need to talk to, then they don't ask us, and how, for 30 years, I've been teaching people the 3-foot rule, right? Talk to everybody, talk to everybody around you. Well, as well as that works, again, it takes a little bit of charisma. It takes a little bit of being, coming out of your shell in order to do that. but with our own apparel line, it's not going to be a problem. So, you might have something, hey, join the happiness movement, right? Make dollars working from home. Ask me how. And then some type of other, thing on the back. This was just something I just kind of put together. But we can have all kind. We'll test different messages, and obviously the ones that are working the best will start skinning the whole thing down. Today is the day to go for the dream. People are beat up at work. People hate they hate their job. My daughter works for the post office. She says she hates it. They pay her $17 an hour. She still says she hates it. She doesn't look forward to going to work. And, that's just the way life is, right? So I wanted you guys to see a little bit on attraction marketing. And, but, this is really about, tonight was really about, talking about the Slim Roast Optimum, talking about a little bit about the comp plan, but more importantly, talking about the stages that each one of us are going to have to go through. And trust me, we will all go through these stages or you'll quit, one or the other. You'll either move from stage 1 to stage 2, from stage 2 to stage 3, or you'll be stuck in stage 1 and you'll get frustrated and you'll quit. So let me kind of tell you what stage 1 is. This is the stage that I'm in, Peter's in, Howard's in. We're being underpaid, right? We're being overworked and underpaid. Very little leverage because we don't have a team, right? Right now we're just looking at building our team. Most of your income will come from your personal efforts, right? It's going to come from fast start bonuses. It's going to come from legacy bonuses. So you've got to maximize the compensation plan. Getting paid your first $5,000 is going to be the toughest thing you've ever done. And, how long that stage 1 will last is up to you, right? I'm trying to rush through it as quickly as possible because I know that it's there, and you've got to have people. You've got to be feeding people into the pipeline, right? You've got to have lots of people taking tours, going through, taking a look, getting on conference calls, getting on Zooms and doing 3-ways and so on and so forth. Stage 2 is not going to be much better, quite frankly. You're going to start getting paid what you're worth, kind of, sort of. But not certainly what you've been used to making if you've been in network marketing for a long time, right? So even stage 2, I mean, it'll be nice to make $8,000 or $10,000 a month, or $5,000 or $6,000 a week, but it's not the kind of money that I was used to. And this is kind of the graphical stages, and this is in the training manual. And that's located in your back office. A lot of great information in the training manual. So make sure you go through it. But if everybody, and this is what corporate people don't understand. They don't understand that they've got to go, they want to jump from stage 1 right over here to stage 3. And they can't figure out why, I'm only making this much money when I used to make, a lot more money than that on my job. But here's the other point that they don't understand. You just have to look at the incomes. Now, number 5 is a very good friend of mine, a buddy of mine from Austin, Texas, that invited me to look at Ambit Energy 12 years ago. I said no. The guy, number 12, said yes. Okay, Steve Thompson, who also lives in Austin, is also a friend of mine, also a friend of Brian's, asked both of us. I had just moved to North Carolina, and I said, Brian, you guys are only doing business in a few towns in Texas. I said, I'm over here. I said, let me buy you a ticket, man. Come on in here and see everybody and blah, blah. I said, Brian, no, go ahead, man. Have a good time. Well, you know, he's having a good time, right? 700,000 a month, going to $1 million a month, $8.4 million a year. And, you know, his buddy Steve is right behind him, right? 370,000. You know, I'd like to cross Steve's name off and put my name there. And I've been smart enough to do that. But you know what? We all make. Jeff Roberti, there's my old buddy Jeff, 450,000. Jeff was one of the few people that was in a company called NSA that stayed with NSA when me and about 300 other national marketing directors all went to a company called Quorum. And Jeff stayed, you know, his check went way down, but, you know, here he is. If you look at the all-time income earners, Jeff's right at 125 million that he's earned in network marketing. So not a bad deal, you know. But you know what it all boils down to is that we all have choices to make, right? We all have different paths that we can follow. And I had no idea May the 19th that I was going to be joining Valentis on May the 20th. I had no idea whatsoever. But, you know, a good friend of mine, Rick Geralds, was keeping in touch with me. And then I was starting to pay a little bit more attention. I got onto a call on the 20th of May that Dave Jordan, the CEO, did. And they had a lot of people that had been using the Slim Roast Optimum for about 30 days. And I heard testimonial after testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. And after the call got done, Dave and Rick and I talked, and I said, guys, I said, I've heard testimonials my entire life. And I said, how much of that was BS and how much of it was truth? And they said, it was all truth. And I said, wait a second, you know, you got to get me some coffee, right? I got to get on this stuff. And so my coffee came on the 26th of May. And, you know, I made the decision on the 20th of May that, you know, I was going to take the path to the left, right? I was going to start building, and had no intention to do that. But I saw, you know, a 4-year-old company that was prime. They've got a product that gets instant results, which is the holy grail of network marketing, right? Finding a product that gets instant results, and that will change people's lives. And, you know, they've got a company that is, you know, again, 4 years old, not a startup, and sitting in a 30,000 square foot facility with customer service and shipping and everything ready to go, debt-free company, and owned by one guy that gets it. I mean, he gets it. So I made that decision, and hopefully you'll get back to the person that shared this little video with you and make that decision to join us as well. So that's about all I've got to say here this evening. So let me do this. Oh yeah, are you ready to get skinny and rich, right? Yep, I'm getting skinny. I'm waiting for the rich part to come along. So, and I'll just keep getting skinnier because I'm going to continue to drink my 2 cups of coffee until I get to be at least, you know, a steady 180. I mean, I'm going for 178 basically. I hadn't been that weight since I was 20, right? I'm a little over 20 right now. Hey, let me stop this. Let me stop this screen share. We'll go back to everybody, and